Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So starting off with Euro USD, we've got a bit of a spike based on some news coming out of the Russia-Ukraine crisis at the moment. So it is a public holiday in the US, so I'm not so sure we're going to get much more than what we're seeing at the moment. Still a bit skeptical. We are in amongst the moving averages here on the 8-hour. If we drill down to the 1 hour, you can see same scenario. So a bit of a double bottom that's played out. There's the double bottom there, and that more than likely has met its target already. Yep, target is done. So what we're looking for is pullback onto structure, if it's going to validate, which would be down here at the double bottom, and that's 113.365. And obviously to the upside, there's quite a bit of chaos happening here. So if you look to the left, you can see a lot of interaction at this area here. So this is 113.613. So I'd expect that to at least pull back, and you can add a third level in here. That looks like the strongest. You can see a lot of interaction here. So pull back onto there, and I'm just going to add a fourth level, which would be down here. So pull back into this 113.532 to 113.468 may offer opportunities for remove the upside. I'm a little bit skeptical still, so also being public holiday, so we'll be sitting on the sides until we clear these moving averages and we have a crossover on the hour. So until then, not 100% sure that we want to be trading this today. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, similar kind of picture, and you can see we were moving to the downside. Nice grouping of the oscillators at the moment on the 8-hour. If we get back to the 1 hour, you'll see a bit of a flag. There is a gap down here. I'd be interested to see what happens here. There is a little bit of divergence brewing as well. You can see there's low, lower, low, and whereas oscillators is kind of flat. So the same thing here. Not too keen on jumping into this just yet. Trend is down, so we should be looking for opportunities to sell off any rally, and that's exactly what's happened here. You can see we rallied a bit, and then the sellers came in. So the levels are pretty much almost the same as what they were on Friday. So the first one is 115.113, and then the second one is going to be a little bit higher up there, which is what we tagged on Friday basically. So it may pop back up there, being a public holiday in the US today. So that's 115.261. But I think for the dollar, it's sit on hands, wait to see what plays out in the Ukraine and Russia scenario at the moment. So if we move across to the pound, British pound, Japanese yen, a bit of a green bar starting, but most of last week was tails to the upside, tails to the downside, lots of confusion. And if we drill down to the 1 hour, you will see a range. So for all intents and purposes, until this range breaks, I am very cautious. Right now, if you look at the oscillators starting to move to the upside, it does look like some kind of interaction happening here. Not really a level. I suppose we could argue that that is the closest level, which is what we're bouncing off at the moment. That's 156.625. We need to break below sort of these bars that are forming at the moment. So until that happens, this is sideways. It's right slap bang in the middle of the moving averages. So another one that I'm really cautious on, and we'll just wait to see what transpires here. If it rejects this area, then I would expect us for another move back down to the bottom of the range. But obviously if we break this area down here at 156.200, that would give me the indication that we have a continuation to the downside. But last couple of days have been sideways, and that's the size of the range. So I want to wait for that structure to break. Lastly, Euro British pound, a big move down to close off the week, down onto this weekly level of 0.83253, and the buyers have come in off that level at the moment. Trend is down. So what we're looking for is to see what happens here. So if we start breaking below these bars, I'd actually look at this one on the 15-minute during the trading session, and That's the structure we're looking for on the 50 minutes. So stop above that, break below here for a continuation to the downside. Nice strong move at the moment, but that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment there. Not really keen to be long just yet, not until we get a confirmation of a turn, and this is still trending to the downside. So and the second thing is I would prefer a bounce off structure. So I would prefer a bounce off this area, but that breaks the trend line as well. So for me, during the Europe Open, have a look at this. If we start breaking below this structure and test it, there's an opportunity for another short brewing. We are in a sort of in a bear trend at the moment. Massive diversions here on the 15, which is continuation diversions. So that's the view that I've got at the moment here. I'll wait for the European Open for this one. Probably another opportunity to get this thing moving back down. A good 156 points. Not a massive move, but a decent trade nevertheless. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.